Hello, lovely people. You are welcome once again to the Root Academy, and this happens to be our eighth lesson. And in this lesson, we are going to learn how to insert image in your document, and also how to add a caption to your image. Then also learn how to insert shapes, different types of shapes, different forms of shapes. Then later on, at the last stage, we learn how to add watermark to protect our documents or to label our documents. Okay, now let's go straight to adding images. So first of all, we are going to make sure our insert tab is activated. So you go to insert, then you click on it to activate it. So under the insert tab, you have uh, pictures here. So you are going to insert pictures. So just click on the picture, then it will send you to your document where you want to insert a picture, the kind of picture that you want to insert. So for me, I'll go to where my picture is, and my picture is uh, at this side on desktop, and at this folder. So I'm going to add any of these pictures. Just want to add any of these pictures. So just double click on it, then the picture will be selected. Now, one thing is you must know that where your I-beam or your cursor is, that's where your picture will be placed. So my I-beam was at the beginning of my text. That's why the picture is placed at the beginning of my text. So if you want to insert a picture, you make sure you indicate or you place your cursor at where you want your image to be. Then it will place there nicely. All the same, okay, let me change this picture. I think this picture is having a watermark. Let me change the picture for security reason. Okay, let me use this picture. Okay, so oh, let me change this one too. Sorry for the inconveniences. I just don't want to be caught with copyright issues, whatever. Okay, so okay, let me use this and see. Okay, this one is okay. Now, at the at the end of the lesson, we be understanding what watermarks is. So let's continue. So this is the image that we have imported. So with this, the image selected, you can drag the image to any location that you want. Any location that you want to place your image, you can drag it. You can also enlarge it using the anchor point, the small circles around the shape, so around the picture. So you just want to enlarge it. Any form of enlargement, you can even rotate it. If you want to rotate it, there's a arrow at the top here, so you can use it to rotate your image. So that is the image, how to insert the image. Now we have the image inserted. Now there's an options here that you can apply to the image. That's the layout options. So let's click on the layout options and tackle that. So the initial option which is selected is the image is in line with the text. That means the image goes along the text. So in this instance, the image is classified as a text. So anything you do with the text, it will be affected with it. So you can also select any of the other formatting styles. So we have the first one here, which is what the square. If you click on it, the image will be in the square format, that's whereby the text will be around the shape. So you can be in this form. Okay. You can also select any of the other options. You have the second one, which is what? Which is the tight. So you can select it depending on how you want your picture to be placed on your document. You can also use the behind the text. That means the image will be behind the text. You can also select in front, whereby the image will be in front of the text. So these are some of the formatting, the layout option that you can select from. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So that's all you need to know about how to insert the text. Now let's add caption to it. Okay, so let me select this one. Let me select this one. Let me select in the inline. Then let me place it somewhere nicely. Let me try to reduce the size a bit. Okay, let me use this one. Now we want to add the caption to it. Let's say the picture, you want to give a name to it. That's the caption. So that's where you are going to add the caption. So go to reference, you make sure your reference tab is selected, and go to insert caption. Just click on it. The insert caption, the caption dialog box will appear. So with this, we have the first box here, that's the first text box here. We have the figure 1, which is what? Which is the label that you're giving to your image. So that is a template, the prescribed label. But you can change the label here. So which label do you want? You can change from equation, you can change from table. Let's say the image that I've inserted is a table. You can select table as the label. If it's an equation, you can set equation. But ours is let's say it's a picture. So let's use figure. So figure, then the number will be there. So you can still deal with the numbers when you go. We'll deal with that later. So at this side, you're going to give it a name. So let's say the name is what? The lady. That's the name we want to give to our text or our image. So just type the lady there. Then you have the label selected as figure. Then the position. Where do you want the caption to be? You want to be above the item, that's the image, or below it? You want ours to be below. So you can also select above, depending on the work you are doing. So you see you have an option here, exclude label from caption. So let's say you have the label here and the caption here. So if you want to exclude the label from the caption, you can just take it. The label will be away, which is the figure will be away. Then it's left with the number and the caption. So if you untick it, the figure will come back. Okay. So you can also create your new label, anything that you want to. Let's say I want to use pick. Let's say pick as my label, depending on the work I'm doing. So the figure will change now to label. Okay. Now then with the numbering, you have that number from 1, 2, 3. You can use ABCD, you can use Roman numerals, any form of numbering you can use for your caption. So I want to use the Roman numerals. Okay, so include chapter number. Okay, that's not needed. There's that you can include the chapter number. Let's say you are dealing with chapter 1. So if it's chapter 1, if you take it, the number will be, let's say, chapter 1 point, then the caption number or the picture number will be there. So let's leave that and then click on OK. You see that now everything is set. So you just click on OK. Then you see that your caption will be below the image. Okay, so you can position the image somewhere. Okay. Now the next thing you are going to do is how to insert a shape. You see that the label is here. So let's take note of that. Let's go to how to insert shapes. That one you go to insert. Then you have shapes here. So which shape do you want to insert? So just click on the shape. There are different shapes. There are different shapes that you can insert. So you just click on it, just select the shape that you want to insert, then you're good to go. So let's say I want to insert a star. Then I just click on it. Then you come and draw. You click and drag. That's where you want to put the shape. You just come and drag it there. Then it's there. So you can also use the options, the layout options that behind and others. That's we did with the images. So that is how we insert shape. Okay. So after the shape is inserted, there are some formatting you can do with the shape. Now let's look at the top of the ribbons. We have the shape styles. You have the shape styles here. So you can color the shape. This one there's no color, so you can color it black or any other color. Or you can select from this small arrow here. It will give you different colors, or you can select a small one below to give you the list of all the colors, the styles that you can give to your shape. So any one that you want, you can just click on it and it will be selected. Okay, then we also have the shape fill. The shape fill is the color inside the area of the shape. So if you want the the color of the shape. Let's say you want this color, you see that the color also will change. But all the same, you can select no fill, whereby there won't be no color. There will be no color there. That's the fill. Then let's go to the outline. That is the edges. So you can select white, black at the edges, or you can select any color. You can also select no outline. Okay, with the outline selected, you can select the width, how deep you want the lines to be. So you can select any of these dimensions or widths. If you want your outlines to be in dashes, short lines, you can use this. You can also click on this, and these are the ways of making your shape look unique and nice. Okay, so that is how the shape is. So you can also have the shape effect. That is either you want it to be in a shadow form, or in a bevel, or in a 3D form. Any other effect that you want to apply to your shape, you just select any of them. Then you have different effects. You can just click on it, then the effect will be affected. So that is the imaging, the setting of shapes in our text document. Now with the last option, or the last thing that we're going to do, that is what the watermark. Now, with the watermark, it helps you to make your text unique. See, there are some text that you can see that there's a faint text behind the document. That's what we call the watermark. It makes you label your work to make it unique. Let's say you want to design a letterhead. You can use the name of your company as the watermark. So let's try and do it. So with this, okay, now let's try to add a watermark. Okay, so you go to, make sure that your design tab is selected. You go to watermark, then you click on it. So we have different watermark here. So you can just select on any of them. That's the first thing you need to do. Select on any of them. Okay, then after that you go to your watermark, where the watermark is. You click on any area there. So make sure when you click it, make sure that the design tab is activated. Then you go back to your watermark again. Then you come to custom watermark. Then you click on the custom watermark. That's where you are going to add your own text that you want to be at the back. So we click the confidential here. Then click on, let's say, your roots academy as our watermark. So you can change the font. Let's try to use a different font. Okay, let's maintain the font. The size too, you can change it to any size. Let's say 36. It's okay. Okay, so the color too, let's try to change it to something different. Okay, then the layout, you can use the diagonal or the horizontal. So I prefer the diagonal. Then you click on apply, so that it will apply it. So if you don't want the how it is applied, you just go and change. So the size is too small, so let's change it to, let's say, 72, and apply. Okay, I think this one is okay. Then you just close it. So you see that the watermark has been effected. So that it's below, or it is at the background of our text. So when you move to the rest of the pages, you can see that our watermark is there. Okay, so I'll end here and continue another time with our last video, which will be on how to create charts in Microsoft Word. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get access to this and other videos. God bless you. Bye bye.